Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction video. We're going to react to Ref Desu. A jealous artist tried to smear her competition, but got exposed instead. I saw a few things on this on Twitter, however, I don't have the full, knowledge about this. I saw a few tweets complaining. Anyways, let's get into this.
Hey, what's up guys, Ref here. So today we're going to be looking at a situation where one artist made a call-out post against one of their competitors, and it's going to backfire very horribly because they falsely accused them of using AI to produce their artwork. Now, when it comes to the art community and the VTubing scene specifically, AI causes a lot of hysteria. Yes, people who use AI and then try to claim that product as their original art should be called out for that. However, this has become a...
True. I have nothing against AI art. I just want people to say that it's AI generated. So as far as I am aware, the people that she tried to smear did use AI, just not for the models. I think just for one, if I saw everything correctly. But for every other model, they did not use AI. They use AI for other stuff. Anyways.
Call-out tool where every single time an artist has a small mistake or something off about one of their drawings or artwork, they are accused of using AI, and then they have to...
It's like insane. We live in a time where we accuse people of using AI if they make a mistake, because, you know, AI is faulty, so... You're gonna assume it's AI? I have never done that, but apparently there are people that do this nowadays.
Fight for their life, because this is a potential huge blow to their reputation as an artist.
True,
and also
true.
Even the clients, the VTubers in this case, who are using their products might get called out as a result for supporting an artist that is accused of using AI for their artwork. Now, in this situation, we are going to be focusing on a call-out thread made by the artist Liz B. Now, they made this thread right here, and I think it's very important to understand that this opening paragraph right here is pretty important because it gives some of the motive behind why they might be potentially making this call-out post. So, they say this: 800 plus VTubers scammed by AI company. Were you one of them? As I started doing VTuber commissions, I checked other artists with the same price range as mine. I got curious because some of the clients got models from this company. I decided to check more about it. Why would they charge such price with a really good render quality while having many beginner mistakes? After a little digging, I understand why, and here it is. They're using AI, and it shows in several ways, and they give several examples of what they believe is proof that this artist in particular from this company.
So let's read this. They're using AI and shows in several ways. Shadows details completely mismatched. Inconsistent render quality within the same piece. Illogical hair strands and braids. Lack of consistency, like outlines in one area and none in the next. There are more AI symptoms, but... Okay. First of all, mistakes does not mean it is AI. That's the first thing. Second of all, it is very easy to prove that. Especially, you could literally... I don't know if it specifically works for this. However, you could technically put these into these AI filters and they will tell you, is it AI or not?
This artwork. Now, I am not an artist, but I will use the comments of other artists and how they feel about this supposed evidence.
Yeah, do that. I'm interested.
But in that same thread,
how these artists...
replies, this artist would continue on by saying that what they're doing, what their competitor is doing, should be illegal, and that they've made over 1,000 models, and so many people have been robbed of an opportunity as artists because people went to this supposed AI user instead of going to real artists. They would go even further. They would not only make this public call-out thread that got over 2 million views, by the way, They would also reach out in private to people saying this: I spoke with 2 of my clients who purchased models from this company, and neither of them was aware that AI was involved in the process. I suspect most, if not all.
They make it seem like this is set in stone. This is 100% AI generated. That is dangerous. You could ruin somebody's career with that, and now your career is ruined. So I guess I don't want anybody replaced by AI. But these kinds of people, am I sad that they are getting replaced by AI? No. Not in the slightest. I don't care. If a shitty person gets replaced by AI, I do not care. It's the same with localizers. Do I want localizers to be replaced by AI? Do I want localizers to be replaced by AI? No. I'd much rather prefer if they just do their job. I would love for them to, continue their job. If they actually did their job instead of, pushing their agenda into localizations. Do I have an issue with them getting essentially nuked with AI? Because they simply can't do their job? No, you deserve it. And I don't care. That's my point on this.
Customers don't know about this. So they're going into private and trying to track down their own clients who are also clients of this second artist here who's being called out in this thread. On top of that, they would give a direct link. They say a company, but they only list one artist in their thread, and it's this person named Forest7, who we will talk about in a little bit. But also, because of the hysteria surrounding this subject in the VTubing scene, a lot of people in the replies were able to track down this artist thanks to that previous post, and now they were encouraging people to report their Etsy shop, literally threatening this person's livelihood over the claim.
Average VTuber behavior. Although I hardly believe that some of these are VTubers. This feels like VTweeter behavior. It's like, dear God, this community is so fucked. This is definitely one of the communities that... This is easily one of the worst communities I've ever joined. This is the behavior that I hate.
Made in this thread. Now, a lot of people would get very nervous, especially clients of this artist. And I don't really blame these people, but the hysteria surrounding this is showing itself because some people are saying things like this: I guess I got scammed. Be right back. Gonna cry. Here's another client saying, I'm honestly heartbroken, saving up so much money for my first ever 2D model to hear about this personally. I am not good at knowing these things, but first pick is what I received as my final sketch. Second pick is my actual model, which was taken in VTube Studio today. However, as this thread was out...
I'm gonna say something. If you do not have the money for a model, do not spend money for a model. You can easily make a simple Vroid in Vroid Studio. Mine is a very simple Vroid. I like it. I could probably improve it a lot. I find it honestly very ridiculous that there's people out there who put themselves into financial crisis for a moving PNG. It is insane to me.
Longer and longer, there was a lot more skepticism about its honesty, and artists started to give their opinions on this, including on individuals like this who were concerned that their model was made through AI. So here's a couple of artists in the replies of that tweet saying this: I think they just forgot to clip your shirt, which would be a human error. As an artist, none of this looks like AI, but rather human error. Also, it seems like she's taking screenshots of incomplete model like yours rather than the finished ones and claiming that the unfinished/sketchy quality is due to AI. Hi, I am professionally trained to spot AI, and this entire thread is just slander and grossly misleading. You're fine and your model is man-made. they just made a clipping error. Then you can see someone attaching the statement from Forest7 that we'll look at in a little bit. And here is another person who says this: I commissioned my current model from them, and I could not disagree more. Zooming in on my own model, I can see small line art imperfections that really could be made, or could only be made, by a human artist. This whole thread is just a bitter smear campaign attempt, in my opinion.
Wait. Oh my god, she's getting cooked. Or they, I don't know, don't care. They're getting cooked. Wild. It's again one of those people getting cooked.
Another user would come out and make this accusation towards the original poster of the thread, saying that their model themselves was traced over the artwork of another artist, who, for clarity's sake, the other artist has come out and said that they don't believe fully that this was traced, but they do see a lot of the similarities. And people are doing this side-by-side comparison. This is the artist making the call-out thread, and this is the art that
I don't know
of tracing. And you can see
I don't know.
Very similar. This is not a foolproof method, by the way. This
no,
is,
it's not, but it's very
similarities even in times between two models. It doesn't exist, but based on the time,
like it's very like the placement is very similar.
Than their call-out thread.
Again, doesn't mean
the
anything.
Other artists accusing them of AI is very telling in this situation.
Get community noted. Community notes strike again. I love this feature. I just love it. It's so good.
See, the public perception of this thread shifted greatly from the beginning until the present. At first, a lot of people were supporting this thread and they were going after the artist.
And now it's Uno reverse.
And now it looks like a lot of people are questioning the original call out and its evidence, because a lot of artists are looking at it and saying, hey, that is not sufficient evidence to suggest that this artist was using AI. In fact, it looks like this was just the product of simple human error. And you can see eventually this tweet would be hit with a community note trying to address some of the potential misinformation. However, also keep in mind, when this note was applied, this tweet already had 1.6 million views. Almost 2 million people saw these claims. So obviously a lot of the people who were exposed to this thread, they might not ever get a follow-up. They might not ever hear the other side of the argument from the person being accused, or these
guess then we have to, you know, do the thing and protect this artist from false information, I guess. I guess that's our job, the community's job. The people who know that this person tried to harm them.
Artists who are questioning this thread in the first place, and now they have this perception that
it is
this
so silly to me.
Call-out post is using AI,
by the way,
and they might not ever commission this person again. It's a big blow to the reputation, even if this note is applied and some of this stuff is dispelled. However, you can see the note. It says this: at Lisby Art is using the fear of AI to smear their competition and engagement bait. So I think this is a pretty good motivation for what they're trying to do. And I pointed out this original part of the thread earlier in the...
We can never prove if that was the idea. Maybe she did genuinely think that it was AI. Maybe. We cannot look inside their head. We can't. I don't know if they have apologized yet. I don't think so, maybe.
Motivations. It seems like they were looking around at their competition in their price range, and they saw this individual and they targeted.
Yeah, on the other side, now that he mentions it, she looks at the quality, she looks at the pricing of others. I decided to check more about why would they charge such price. I need more context on the price. The really good... Wait, probably... I don't know.
Them. And they try to go out and make these claims that they're using AI to basically get rid of the competition. And it almost
I don't
works.
Get
That's
why you would go out and look at others' pricings.
Works. But anyways, let's hear that statement that was also cited in the note that comes from the artist who was being called out, called Forest7. So this is what they said in their response thread. They said, I absolutely cannot tolerate all of these false accusations.
They came out with the receipts
and refute all of his slanders at Lisby Art. This character design is for personal use and will be made public later. So I'm sharing the high resolution image with confidence. Can current AI generate such clear, high definition images? This drawing was done in April of 2023 when AI technology wasn't as advanced as it is now. And a lot of people have looked at this, including artists, and they believe that this is pretty good proof to back up their claim. And additionally, they would say, please don't say that. First, we only sell custom models, not pre-made ones. All models must meet customer requirements, which is something AI can't do. Additionally, I've shown enough evidence on my Twitter to prove myself, including layers, sketches, and drawing traces. And then Liz would reply to their thread saying, okay, people aren't blind. I showed proof on my post. If anyone want to believe you, fine. It's not about what I think. It's about what it is. Where the 407 person would reply saying it's all speculation.
This is such a kindergarten response. I'll show you proof. I'm no longer arguing with you. What are we? High schoolers? Well, we're rather middle schoolers at this point. Like, literally.
And assumptions. I can show sketches and drawing layers, which AI can't do at this point. And that is enough to prove my point. Furthermore, I promise that in the future, whenever clients need it, I will record the drawing process. Where Liz replies saying, please now on record, so this will never happen again.
She's still they are still rolling with the sentiment that this is AI. Oh my god.
I showed proof, but I won't be discussing this in a loop forever with you. People saw it, people noticed, that is it. Yes, people noticed, but they never heard the other side of the story until now. That's the issue. And your evidence...
And now people are noticing that you're a scumbag.
Debunked. It seems like it's been debunked by this artist.
That is what the people are actually noticing.
To continue this conversation. And 407 will go further and share some more video evidence of
more,
their
exactly,
layers,
more.
AI couldn't do. Wouldn't even be possible in the first place. However, other people would start weighing in, saying, so Liz is just a jealous person that can't handle that people are willing to deliver quality for less. And Forrest says, yes, and she emphasized that it was because someone...
So that... okay, so that's what it is. They are offering quality for less. And she looked around and saw them do that. Which then makes her so... Because, look at this. No, because I started recently accepting commissions. So she essentially tried to get rid of her competition so she does not need to lower her prices. Get your tinfoil hats. I think I cracked the code.
That they chose mine. And obviously this is a screenshot of the beginning of the thread where she is, of course, saying that she was looking at the competition as she made this call-out thread. And Liz replies saying, no, because I started recently accepting commissions. And that
statement doesn't make it much better, because then you realize that somebody's delivering the same quality as, almost the same quality as you, with a lower price. That does not make you look much better, either.
Here's some more claims by Forrest. So they're basically fighting for their lives in the replies here. Like I said, being accused of using AI as an artist is a very serious thing. And you can see people instantly started regretting their commissions or were saying that they don't want to work with this person in the future. And now they're trying to give their side of the story, share the evidence that clears them of these accusations. So they're in the replies of some people from the
They
thread
brought the receipts.
And they basically said, Forrest said, hey,
she's getting her ass beat.
Go check out my account. I have proof that I am not using AI. And Liz would go into the replies of those replies and constantly say things like this. I have proof. I brought solid proof. You can't argue against real facts. It's not.
And they brought solid proof to disprove you.
Not rumors. I brought solid proof. Just basically covering their ears and refusing to hear any sort of side from 407 in the situation. And this is definitely a part of what a lot of people believe is a smear campaign. And it's also sad because the artist who was being called out and accused of this, their thread hasn't even gotten a small percentage of the attention and views that the original call-out post got. And that's sad, because people won't hear his side of the story, and they're just going to live
It's
on
very
with
simple.
these assumptions.
It's
about
very
him that
simple. If I think there's enough people who saw that they fucked up. So I think that it's now the community's responsibility to make sure that this artist doesn't take as much damage. We're now doing damage control for the people that
unfair.
got harmed.
And also, while we're here, she
Innocent
is actually
people.
the one who brought this whole situation to my attention, and they're also a really good artist. You should follow them as well. And also,
I already do.
That is responsible for a lot of my advanced GG related art, and you should check that out as well. But anyways, let's return.
That was a shameless plug. That was a shameless plug. My man. That was a shameless plug. Oh my.
So here's a popular artist named Moe Naomi, and they quote Liz saying this: "I look through the arts and it's very obvious it's not AI. Doing a call-out post like this and destroying a company's reputation without contacting them and making a bunch of people believe their model was made by AI is so unhinged." And Liz replied to that saying, "And please be careful defending an AI artist. I showed proof. Not what I think. I literally circled out the obvious AI mistakes, not human ones. Humans have a line of thoughts. If I will draw shadows, for example, I will check hair and not add many hair strand shadows that don't exist." Where then the other artist would reply saying, "I'm going to be honest, even the quote-unquote proof you provided isn't really even proper proof. AI doesn't just leave things unrendered like that. All of these mistakes could happen just from live 2D clipping mistakes and rushed art." Where Liz replies saying, "They couldn't, they aren't human mistakes." Where the artist replies saying, "I deal with a lot of AI art, and come on now, that's not even an AI art style. Who would bother generating a piece and then draw over using their own art style? What you're doing right now..."
You can argue with this person all you want. The problem is that they are now trying to save their reputation. Which is why they won't stop changing their viewpoint. Because then they would have to admit that they were wrong.
Is genuinely malicious. Where Liz replies saying, "I'm sorry, but it's so obvious the reason. You generate and all you have to do is draw over the top. Which part don't you understand? And which own style? They have more than hundreds of different styles. You really haven't checked anything and chose one side to defend." Where then the artist replies saying, "You slandered artists' art, calling it AI and unclean. If it's not AI, like you said, you realize how rude that sounds." Liz replies saying, "It's AI, but he draws on top of it. That is what..."
There's TikTok brain rot and then there's Twitter brain rot. This is Twitter brain rot, like clearly. Like I'm literally I'm literally using brain cells watching this. Not only that, look at how often they get ratioed. It's ratio after ratio after ratio.
Some mistakes, not all models I could say it's a sure, so I brought the 100% AI ones. And then the artist replies saying, "No, I went and looked at it. I checked their account. I checked your account. I checked the proofs provided. And I really think you have to apologize." Where Liz says, "Once again, please check comments and what people really think about it. I won't be intimidated no matter what." Which is a weird thing to say, like people are trying to intimidate you into silence.
Stay strong! Fight! This is what it sounds like. She's a proud warrior. She will not go down. What?
In this situation, you made a very...
Here we make our stand looking post.
damaging claim.
Here we make our last stand. We will not be intimidated. This is ridiculous.
And that proof you keep
people like that do exist. It's insane.
Debunked by these people. They're not believing what you're selling here. And also, you notice.
Neither do I.
A shift in what they're trying to claim. Originally, they're trying to say that basically all of this.
Yeah, right. Because originally she said everything is AI. All the mistakes are from AI. And now it's the artist, he draws over the AI generated stuff, and she only showed the ones 100% AI. She moved the goalpost.
Pure AI. Now they're trying to say that like the foundation is AI, and then they're drawing on top of it, which then the mistakes would be human made, which kind of goes against everything they're trying to say in the first place. It's all just so unfounded and ridiculous, and people had had enough.
It is absolutely ridiculous, yeah.
And you can see eventually, again, like the tide has completely turned at this point, where Liz would make this final tweet on the situation saying, "The AI artist is trying to defend himself while playing the victim." So many people that were his clients confirmed here on comments and reposted about it. Drawing over the top or dividing in layers isn't proof. That
the people, the clients that responded to your original post. Probably before the artist brought his proof. So no, the clients did not confirm anything. Most of those clients probably have no idea. Because I would not be able to tell if something was AI or not. I would not be able to tell if I had a live 2D model.
That is literally what I'm accusing.
What a silly person.
It's AI and draws on top. I don't think a company would have 1,000 different art styles while drawing an artist has a thought process. You don't add totally unmatching shadows and details. It's not a mistake about simple doing a mistake, but about obvious AI. I'm shocked how people can still believe after literally proof of so many real clients' feedback. They're basically just doubling and tripling down. And you can see this
and they're like
quadrupling. Now they have deleted all the threads and
we went private. Deserved. Absolutely deserved. Good. Guess the commissions are closed now,
privated their account. I think it became very clear that the tides in the situation had completely turned. People have taken the side of the...
Look how the turntables.
He is innocent of these claims that were made by Liz and her thread, and now she is dealing with the consequences of doing that call-out thread. That
get her
seems
ass
to be
beat.
Very irresponsible to make in the first place.
Just how I like
but for
it.
now, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always,
I enjoyed.
Share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time.
Hey, like to play D&D but your party's scattered across the globe? Then check out Roll20, the best...
We should absolutely, and I'm saying it again, we should absolutely exile these people. Like, make sure that they cannot stay any longer in this community. But that is just my opinion. It's just silly. It really is just silly to me. Because, remember, people that go that far to just what this essentially amounts to is money. That's the only reason she did it. Money. Because, again, I'm already made that point, but I'm going to make it again. If somebody offers quality for a lesser price, that means that VTubers much rather go to the one who has certain quality with sure a few mistakes, but the price is lower, than to somebody who has, again, somewhat similar quality, maybe a little better quality, but also is a lot more expensive. And honestly, I take some mistakes over, like, paying a buttload of money. But that's just me. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, check out Riff's channel in the description, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.